Are you really who you think you are? Or are you just the echo of an ancient tribe? An echo still moving through you, shaping your loyalties, your loves, and your fears, without you ever realizing it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain is a time traveler. It wasn't built for this world of glass cities and digital streams. It was sculpted over 200,000 years of life in tiny, nomadic bands, where survival depended entirely on one thing: belonging. Today, as you scroll through your phone, choose a political side, or feel a pang of loneliness, you are not acting as a modern individual. You are hearing the primal echo. You are obeying the invisible code of the tribe. In this video, we're going to uncover that code. We'll see how the day-to-day life of your ancestors built the blueprint for your mind, how their survival strategies explain our most dangerous modern conflicts, and why the very instinct that once kept us alive now threatens to tear our world apart. Once you see through the eyes of your tribal past, you will never look at yourself or your society the same way again. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture your ancestors, not as distant figures in a museum, but as people of flesh and blood, huddled around a crackling fire, the darkness thick with the sounds of the night. For 95% of human history, this was life. Not nations, not cities, but intimate tribes of maybe 30 to 150 individuals. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar famously argued that our neocortex is optimized for this number. Your mind didn't evolve to track millions of strangers on social media. It evolved to know the face, the history, the reputation, and the scent of about 150 people. In a world without laws, governments, or police, your tribe was your universe. It was your safety, your food source, your memory, and your future. To be cast out was not just a social rejection, it was a death sentence. And so the brutal rules of tribal survival became etched into your psychology. They are the hidden scripts running your life right now. Rule number 1: reputation is everything. In the tribe, there were no secrets. Your every action was observed, discussed, and remembered. Generosity, skill in hunting, and reliability were your social currency. A single act of selfishness or cowardice could ruin your standing forever, affecting your access to food, mates, and protection. This is why you feel the sting of gossip so deeply. It's an ancient threat signal. Rule number 2: distrust the outsider. The world outside your tribe was filled with uncertainty. A stranger could be a rival for scarce resources, a carrier of a deadly disease for which your group had no immunity, or a violent threat. This instinct is why we form in-groups so easily. It's a survival mechanism that, in the modern world, has become the foundation for racism, nationalism, and xenophobia. Rule number 3: enforce the norm. The tribe survived because of shared rituals, beliefs, and rules. Someone who broke these norms wasn't just an individual. They were a threat to the delicate social fabric that kept everyone alive. The pressure to conform was immense. That feeling of anxiety you get when you go against the grain of your family or friend group, that is the ancient fear of exile. These weren't just values, they were life and death instincts, and they are still humming in your nervous system.
Fast forward to today. You think you're an independent individual making rational choices. But watch what happens. Notice the fierce, almost illogical loyalty you feel for your sports team. Notice how political disagreements feel less like debates and more like existential threats. Notice how you define yourself by the music you like, the clothes you wear, or the neighborhood you live in. That isn't logic. That's your tribal brain, desperately trying to find its circle in a world of 8 billion strangers. Studies in social psychology, like Henri Tujfel's social identity theory, show that if you divide people into groups based on something as meaningless as a coin toss, they will instantly begin to favor their own group and discriminate against the other. The instinct to form an us is that automatic. The high school clique, the office gossip circle, the online fandom, the political party, they are all ghosts of those hunter-gatherer bands, playing out around a digital campfire. But here's where the echo becomes a scream. The same instincts that ensured our survival now drive our dysfunction. Reputation anxiety becomes the endless draining performance of social media. Outsider suspicion becomes the algorithmic echo chambers that feed us a constant diet of outrage toward them. The need to enforce norms becomes the brutal cancel culture and online shaming that mimics a tribal exile. The primal brain whispers, "Find your tribe. Stick with them. They are your safety. Everyone else is a threat." And so entire societies fracture, not because we are evil, but because we're running Stone Age software on Space Age hardware. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You cannot erase this instinct. It is who you are. To deny your tribal nature is to deny a fundamental part of your humanity. But you can become conscious of it. If we listen closely, our ancestors whisper not just about suspicion, but about connection. The tribe wasn't only a fortress, it was a cradle. Anthropologist Sarah Hrdy notes that humans are unique among primates for our practice of alloparenting. It takes a village to raise a child. Mothers would entrust their infants to others in the group. This required an incredible level of trust, a level of cooperation that was our true evolutionary superpower. The tribe wasn't just built on fear of the outside. It was built on a radical system of shared love on the inside. So maybe the question isn't how to escape the tribe. The question is, how do we build better ones? Can we build tribes based not on shared enemies, but on shared passions and shared humanity? Can we use our ancient need for belonging to connect with people who expand our minds instead of shrinking them into a bunker of fear? The next time you feel that surge of us versus them, that jolt of outrage, that fear of being judged, pause. Recognize the echo. Ask yourself, is this my own considered belief, or is it the whisper of a ghost from a long-vanished world, a ghost just trying to keep me safe? Because the greatest human act isn't just to obey the tribe. It's to consciously choose it. You are not as individual as you think. You are a child of countless tribes, carrying their instincts, their fears, and their profound need for connection. But you also carry their greatest gift, the ability to expand your circle, to use stories, empathy, and imagination to create tribes larger than blood, larger than borders. The primal echo is always there. The only question is, what will you choose to build with it? If this story shifted how you see yourself or the world around you, don't let it slip away. Subscribe, share it with your chosen tribe, and keep exploring with me. Because the past isn't behind us, it is inside us, right now.